The Joe Rogan Experience.
Just say yes.
Yeah,
Make me feel good.
I wouldn't. I can't recall anyone.
Definitely the first with a purple and blue.
Oh, it's a
mohawk.
full rainbow, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All the way down the back.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very nice.
Absolutely.
Very nice. Now, first of all, I love your fucking handle. World's Strongest Gay.
That's me. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Is there in that community, is there acceptance? Is there open? Is it just about like they don't give a fuck just as long as you're a real
Strongman?
powerlifter? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's yeah. When I came out, it was super cool. Nobody really gave me any shit. That's the best part about Strongman. You know, I know you had Rob Oberst in here not too long ago, and
He's
he even
awesome.
mentioned, yeah, you know, he's something, but I love him. You know, he mentioned just like the community of Strongman is awesome because like we all realize what we have to do to get to this level of sport, and we all have to be a little bit of, you know, sick and twisted in the head to look at a truck and get excited to pull it. So yeah, when I came out, like nobody really gave a shit. They were just like, all right, as long as you can still lift weights, we don't care.
Yeah, that's it mirrors the comedy community in that way.
For sure.
Like stand-up comedy community, nobody gives a shit. you
No.
know?
As long as you're funny and you're doing your job, like that's all that really matters.
And we know some that are in the closet, and we're like, "Come on, man! Just no one cares. Come out. No one gives a shit."
It'll probably be funnier.
Right? It's more subject matter for
Yeah,
sure.
you know, not holding on to as much. It's easier to talk. Like, you know, when I
Right.
came out, just like, you know, the weight off my shoulders was unbelievable.
How long ago was this?
That was 2014, so I was 22 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was a late bloomer in the gay world.
Was it like when you were in high school and like first of all, when do you know?
You know, I don't know that I have I don't remember, I never had like an aha moment per se. For me, it was going through high school, like I was involved in a bunch of stuff. You know, was a cheerleader actually, also played football, was doing the weightlifting thing, like was class president, so had my hands in a bunch of different pots. College, super into everything as well, and really just focused on school and actually dated a girl for like a year and a half.
In college?
In college, yeah.
Did you ever date a boy?
No.
So, but did you like, oh, damn, I wish she was a boy?
She's
cool, but
it was, yeah, pretty much. You know, it was more like a friendship than a relationship, I guess is the way to put it. You know, like we were cool and everything was going well, but like nothing else was really going on.
When you came out, was she like, aha?
That was the reason I broke up with her.
Oh, you came out.
Because, you know, meanwhile, you know, I'm dating this girl, but I'm watching gay porn when she's not around. I'm like, this isn't right. There's something else going on here.
So did you, was it gay porn, like finding gay porn? You're like, that's what I like.
Pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Gay porn is thought of very differently than straight porn because, like, straight porn, here's the rub in the straight community. You look at straight porn, you're like, especially someone like me who has daughters, you go, fuck, somebody probably did something awful to those girls when they were young. Like, that's like 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
And that's why they turned to porn. But when you see gay porn, it's like, a couple dudes would like to fuck.
Pretty much.
It's like, even like, I've had Dan Savage on, and we were talking about gay porn. He's like, it's like, they don't think of it the same way.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended up breaking up with that girl. And I told her, I was like, yeah, like, I think I'm gay and I need to like figure this shit out. You know, I'm 22. I want to at least enjoy my 20s, you know, trying to figure out if I like dudes or not.
Was she like, damn, I turned Rob gay?
She was not very nice about it.
Was she? Whoa, did she freak out? Really?
Yeah, it went downhill pretty quickly after
Whoa, really?
So, oh yeah, like we were living together at the time, like because we were in college, so like kind of living together, and then like I got kicked out and was like living in my car for a little while. So it was kind of a shit show.
Wow, she kicked you out?
Yeah.
Wow,
bitch.
She didn't even. Did you stay in contact with her?
No, not even a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah. Then like 6 months later, she's like blowing up my phone saying I gave her chlamydia. I was like, that's not on me.
6 months.
Not on me. It's been longer than that too since we were doing anything. So.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't think you keep chlamydia in your system dormant, right?
I wouldn't
when
know.
You get it,
I
you
wouldn't
get
know.
it.
I think so.
I've dodged that bullet, luckily. But that seems like one that I think you just get it, and then it's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too pleasant.
I mean, I don't think it.
And that was awkward too, because like all those like calls and everything were coming through when I was with my now husband, Joey. So like we were dating at that time, and now my ex-girlfriend is blowing up my phone saying I gave her the clap. But
Was he laughing?
at first she was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because like we literally had been dating for 2 months.
Oh,
So it was like super new. So he's like, "What the fuck did I get myself into?"
right, because you were a noob to the whole
Totally,
gay world.
yeah.
So that's crazy. So you decide, okay, I got to deal with reality. I'm gay.
Yep.
You meet that one guy.
Yeah.
And then you're still with him.
Still married. Yeah, with him. We just got married this past March. Almost been a year.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like you didn't even play the field.
No, I got real. It's funny. Like I joke about this all the time because like we met in like the typical millennial gay way on Grindr. And I wasn't even out actually before we met. So like on Grindr, I was like that shirtless torso pic.
Oh.
Because I was still,
Good move.
Yeah, obviously. And
Show the goods.
No, they're not that good, but he thought they were. So he saw me pop up in the area. I was like, "Oh, who's this bitch?" Messaged me, and I thought he was catfishing me because I thought he was way too hot for me. Thought he was out of my league. So I kind of just like got really lucky with the first guy that came my way.
That's gotta be weird for her, right?
Yeah.
Like, God, imagine being a girl and you're with a guy, and you're like, man, something is wrong with our relationship.
I mean, it's literally like the most like there's no more other like it's me, it's you, or no,
Right.
it's not you, it's me.
Right.
No,
that is it's not you.
I don't
it's
think
me.
there's anywhere to go, higher than that. Like,
Well, unless you want to go pray the gay away.
yeah,
That doesn't work.
no.
But that is like a way that some people try to fix it.
Yeah.
Particularly like
Bunch
uber
of
religious
bullshit.
folks.
Yeah.
It is hilarious, man.
I think it's freaking funny. I mean, and I get shit a lot of, I mean, obviously, like with an Instagram handle, World's Strongest Gay, I get more shit on a daily basis on social media than I can even count. And most of it's from like religious people.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like they're sending me like Bible verses and
Oh,
like telling me
God.
like I need to convert to Christianity. And
By the
like,
way, they're probably jerking off while they're doing it.
Probably
thinking about you. Like,
My
oh,
go-to-
you need to stop it. You need to stop being so gay and delicious.
my go-to response is, hey man, I don't read fiction, so you keep doing that. But I just always think it's funny because they're like, gay like. Obviously, I'm very open about my sexuality on social media, and World's Strongest Man has been super supportive of it. They had World's Strongest Man in June during Pride Month this year, and did a whole little expose about me, which was awesome. And the comments on the World's Strongest Man, they're like, "You're pushing the gay agenda," like all this bullshit. And I'm like, listen, man, like the only agenda we're pushing is like, I just want to be treated like everybody else and like get the same shit that you do. I've never once like tried to make someone gay. Like meanwhile, Christians are in my DMs saying like, you need to convert. I'm like, hey, you need to suck a dick. Like that's
the gay agenda is a hilarious phrase. Like there's an agenda.
I still don't even know what it is. So whoever's listening, if you could like hit me up and let me know, I'd love to learn about it.
Yeah, you need to get in a tighter knit club.
I guess I do.
The gay agenda.
I guess the Rainbow Mohawk doesn't make me that gay. If
But
I
what
don't know
a
what it is.
hilarious thing that like it's not like you're trying to get someone to be a Mormon.
No.
You're the gay or you're not gay.
Exactly.
Yeah. But why does someone think that's the weirdest kind of homophobia to me? Like I had a bit in one of my specials in the past. Like there's two types of people that are afraid of gay marriage. Is it people that are really dumb or they're secretly worried that dicks are delicious.
And I share that all the time on my social media, just so you know. I think it's fucking amazing.
But that's what it is. Like worried about the gay agenda. Like they're gonna come get me.
No.
They're gonna get me to suck those delicious dicks. That's what it's like. It's like they're afraid.
It's unbelievable. I think it's hysterical, to
It
be
is
honest.
hysterical.
But
Well, I was real lucky when I was a kid. I was exposed to gay people real young. When I was 7 years old, we moved to San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the
Super
1970s. It was gay as fuck. And so I was around them all the time. Like my next door neighbor was this gay couple. My aunt used to go next door and they would get naked, smoke pot, and play bongos together.
sick.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So for me, that was normal life. I was just like gay. I was around gay people. I didn't even hear the term faggot until I was 11 and we moved to Florida. I remember hearing that when I was 11. Like, oh, wow. Like, I had my friend, his name was Candido. He's a Cuban kid, and his dad was real mad because gay people were getting married. He was reading his newspaper. Like, can't fucking believe this shit. He throws his newspaper down, and he was a grown man. I remember being 11. Goes, why does he give a shit? Like, how weird.
Literally doesn't affect him at all.
At all, but he was so upset.
Yeah.
But but it was important for me to see because I didn't know people like that. So to be around my friend's dad and see him freak out like that, I was like, oh, what a weird thing to waste your time thinking about.
For sure. I mean, and you were super lucky to have that kind of upbringing and not see that ugly part of, the world. Because, I mean, the thing is with me, I'm fortunate enough where, like, not many people, like, talk shit to me in person.
Right.
Like, I'm an average size strongman. Like, I'm not really that big of a dude.
What's an average size strongman? You're like 300 pounds.
And I'm the smallest guy that competes.
How much do you weigh?
I'm like 285 right now.
Yeah, that's not average size, bro.
Well, I mean, I just competed this weekend against Brian Shaw, and the motherfucker's 420.
Yeah, that's
large.
large.
And 6'8". I'm 5'10". Like, hey, man, cool. So like I'm fortunate, like most people don't talk shit to me personally. It's like all on social media, but it did happen one time in Texas, of all places. I had just finished a truck pull event. And this guy was like calling me a faggot from the stands, like all this stuff. And like I just stopped and looked and I was like, dude, I suck dick and I'm stronger than you. And the whole crowd just kind of like went quiet and then he walked away.
They just went quiet?
Yeah. They didn't like, I think like in that situation, like I feel like people feel like they're invincible. Like they feel like they have the power.
Because they're in the crowd?
Yeah. And like they don't expect like somebody like who's competing to like say something back to them.
Right.
But like I'm not going to like take that shit.
It's amazing it's only with one guy though.
Yeah.
That shows you how the times are changing.
For sure. No. And luckily like, I was dubbed like the unofficial fan favorite at World's Strongest Man this year. So it's really cool to see the support throughout the entire community.
How do you get dubbed the unofficial fan favorite? Like who
I was getting like the loudest applause whenever my name got announced. And,
really?
Yeah. So the announcers just kind of were calling me the fan favorite.
That's cool. I'm happy with the way things are going with acceptance.
Totally.
It's changing, right?
It's getting a lot better. And we're super fortunate. And that's kind of like when I came out, like I'm lucky because I had this like I really don't give a fuck mentality when I came out. I didn't care what people thought. I didn't care who thought. If they didn't like me, they didn't like me. I would just cut them out. Fortunately, I didn't have to do that.
How did that transpire? Was it because the weight of it was it gave you so much relief that you felt like who gives a shit now? Now I'm free. Was it like that?
There was a lot that went into it. So I like in my mind, I didn't like want to come out until I it seems dumb now, like until I knew I was really gay. And I guess, dating my now husband for 6 weeks, that was kind of the tipping point. And at that point in our relationship, we'd kind of realized like, all right, this wasn't just going to be like a fling and just having fun. Like we were actually, taking the steps to kind of be committed and see what was going to happen here, not expecting marriage. But so I came out mainly because of him. Because he had been out since he was 17. And at this point, we were 22. And I didn't feel like it was fair for him to be in a relationship with somebody that was still in the closet. And that was like my biggest motivator for it.
And once so you were already happy. So you're in this happy relationship. So if people were upset at you, you're like, I don't give a fuck. I have what I want. I'm in a better place.
Yeah.
And you also... I mean, it must feel, I'm putting words in your mouth, but it must feel like when you do become out or you do come out, it must feel like not just a relief, but like you've solidified. You're fine. You're free. You're you.
Yeah. I mean, it's exhausting, like waking up every day pretending to be somebody you're not.
Yeah.
Like you literally have to act different than you want to.
Did you have to talk about girls to guys? Like when you were around, yeah, look at her ass, boy.
I was always just like, the funny thing is, like, after I came out, like, nobody was surprised. So I feel like I was the guy that was just kind of like in the background, like awkwardly laughing when guys were talking about girls. I'm like, haha, yeah, totally. But I was just looking at the guys in bulges, right behind them.
That's hilarious. Do you remember a year, like when you were young, when you were like, hey, something might be different? I
think back to like middle school. And, you know, I think it's just like the stereotypical, like I was into theater, I was into music. I played sports, but wasn't really that good at them. And actually was a cheerleader in middle school too. Like I joined my first cheerleading team in 7th grade. And, you know, the funny thing is, you know, there was tryouts and everything. And I got the 4th highest score out of all the girls. So I figured that was, you know, a little telltale sign.
That was a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.